Bit of an unboxing tonight. These are freshly delivered from Adidas today, and I've fallen foul of the hype around Kanye West and his YEEZY collaborations with Adidas. This is from the drop from the 27th of December, and these are the 350 statics. So I thought we'd just have a quick look on camera at what's in the box, have a chat about it, and I'll tell you how I came to buy these, because if you follow my channel, this isn't really necessarily my style. So let's get back to the box to begin with. So freshly unboxed here. Okay, so little sticker, collector card with some other young one shoe that will be coming out soon, I'm sure. Packing slip, and then so little box, YEEZY Boost 350s, Kanye, model number on the end there. So these are the statics, but they are not the more limited 3M reflective model, which was, I think, only available through YEEZY Supply, which is a different website, the sort of Kanye West website itself. So let's get these out and take a look. So as I say, these aren't necessarily my normal style. But sort of caught up in the hype and maybe sort of influenced by too many mince pies and sherry over Christmas, possibly also down to watching a few too many Brad Hall videos. If you've ever seen Brad Hall, check him out. He is a massive sneaker collector, and also plays a very good character on camera. I assume it's a character, but he is very knowledgeable about sneakers and has an amazing collection, regardless of the humour he puts into his videos. So watching his videos, sort of following Instagram, following the sort of YouTube hype, this is why I ended up buying these. Partly also down to the fact that kind of if something isn't easily accessible to me, it kind of makes me want to get it. So the fact that I couldn't go into a shop or online to buy these made me want them that little bit more. And I guess that's really what the whole YEEZY phenomena is about. Having said that though, I do very much believe in the sort of foundation of these shoes. So I've got the Adidas Ultra Boost STs, which I use for running, recently sort of taken up running, and the Boost material, which is also in the sole of these, is fantastically comfortable, sort of cellular foam material, and also the prime knit construction on the top there is also incredibly functional, really comfortable, pretty hard wearing, interesting product, and sort of the way trainers are constructed, sort of the last sort of maybe 3, 4, 5 years has radically changed, which I find quite interesting. So the foundations of these shoes, as well as the hype, I sort of stand by, but to be perfectly honest, it was the hype that got me on these. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these. I'm not sure whether they're going to end up in my collection, whether they're going to be worn, whether I'm going to resell them. Prices seem to be all over the place, but I just thought I'd share with you what I picked up. So I think probably the best thing to do is come in for some close-ups. As I say, one of the stars of the show for me is the prime knit material on these Adidas. I think this is a exclusive sort of update for this particular model, is the number of different textures and patterns in the prime knit. So you can see that throughout the length of the shoe and across the toe, there is a number of different sort of patterns and textures, all very, very soft to the touch, and having used this in running shoes, it's pretty hard wearing. Not what I'd want on my feet in wet weather, but I don't think these are shoes for particularly sort of outdoor or certainly wet weather use. Exclusive to this model, and whether it's something that's going to be seen again on future Yeezys, is this mesh panel. So you can actually see my fingers clearly through there. So whatever footwear or sort of socks you're wearing will sort of shine through there, so you'll get that sort of way of sort of mixing up the look of this shoe. On the toe area there, you can start seeing this sort of constructional sort of toe material, which is a sort of a plasticky sort of foam along there. Again, slightly permeable in the holes, but that's sort of giving the toe structure. Sort of prime knit throughout, and I think it's a standard sort of feature on the YEEZY shoes. You've got this sort of seam up the front. I think it's a sort of a mock seam really, but it's got a thick crisscross sort of stitch all the way along it. So almost like, I don't know, sort of a medieval vibe to it. Like they've been made out of an old sack. On the back, again, you've got the same sort of constructional detailing up the back. You've got the heel cap, this time showing through the mesh. And you've got this nice sort of nylon pull. So the whole style of the shoe is sort of almost a sock style. Lacing, this is actually slightly reflective, sort of 3M lacing, but the reflective YEEZY supply model has got the 3M material throughout the prime knit weave, so they really shine up brightly under light at night. On the inside, there's some sort of embossed or sort of heat welded sort of strengthening around the eyelets there, all the way down. On the heel tab, you've got 3 sort of pretty much tonal stripes, but they are again sort of 3M reflective materials. Inside you've got a branded insole, very simple single density insole. Nothing particularly exciting about the insole, but inside you can see some of the constructional stitching where the prime knit's taken into the sole unit, and also the boost material showing through that sort of midsole. And then onto the soles, you've basically got a tonal construction. There is a slight colour difference between the sole and the midsole section, but very hard to pick up. They do look like slightly different materials, so I assume the sole unit's actually a tougher material. It sort of returns up the heel there and up the toe. And again, the boost material is seen through a sort of perforated sole. On the running shoes, I found that that's actually quite tough wearing. I've not seen any deterioration in the boost material, even though it's exposed to sort of wear. Yeah, an interesting shoe, that's for sure. As I say, not sure if it's my style, but I do like the materials and sort of some of the design ideas and aesthetic. Pretty cool. Okay, well that brings us to the end of the video. As I said, not sure whether these are going to be keepers. I'm not sure if they're quite my style. I do like them. I think it's a really interesting sort of project, really interesting marketing, fantastic sort of demand they've created for these products. And actually, whilst these aren't cheap, £179, there is quite a lot of thought and design that goes into these. The prime knit's fantastic, the boost material is incredibly good. Yeah, up to you. I'm sure if you're a regular viewer, you'll wonder what's come over me, and I can only blame hype and Christmas. Tell me if you think these are good trainers? If you've picked them up yourselves, how good are they in practical use? Yeah, well, I hope that's useful. And if you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Not all about YEEZY boosts, that's for sure, but quality footwear, typically sort of heritage styles, everyday carry, denim, cycling, running. Check out the channel. If you thought this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you for the next video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.